Hello and welcome to AFL Oddities Round 20, and this might be my brand new favourite team.
4 minutes coming up in the history of the Gold Coast Lines. 4 minutes coming up in the history of the Gold Coast Lines.
Dawson from the Crows has been called for holding the ball, and it's Ollie Wine's free kick, and Dawson just gently throws the ball back in Ollie Wine's face. Probably a little bit lucky that he didn't get paid 50 for this, but it looks like a little bit of harmless fun. Bad kicks must run in the family there for the Mackays, as also Ben Mackay tries to kick to a teammate and he too shanks it in the defensive 50. I know I covered this in the previous video, but Lockie Jones and Alirali have both gone off with concussion protocols now. Hopefully they are both okay and they will have a quick and speedy recovery. After Taylor Walker marks inside the forward 50, he kicks it over the top to Ben Keys, who goes in and kicks a goal, and you can see after he celebrates with Tex and then goes over to Razor Ray to probably say, "Please don't give me a fine, mate." Blank from Hawthorn has actually tackled Caminiti pretty hard there. It looked like it was in the momentum, and when you slow things down everything looks way worse than it actually is. So it'll be interesting to see how it all goes. I hope he doesn't get a suspension or a fine for this. I think it was a totally fine tackle. Caminiti didn't help the situation as he sort of rolled into it, I guess. There's a little bit to get out of this one, but you can see there's a little bit of fracas, as they call it, between the two teams here. Probably mainly because Brisbane would be a little bit frustrated that they weren't winning. I haven't seen the results of this yet, but I would expect a couple fines from this most likely. And also someone ends up tripping up the umpire, so there could be a fine for that as well. Why do the players do it when they know they're going to cop a fine? Hugh McCluggage has clearly pushed Noah Anderson into the back of the umpire and he received no fine for this. I don't know why some weeks they give out fines for this and then other weeks apparently it's okay. Jack Martin has a complete brain meltdown and he throws the ball back to the umpire after a free kick has been paid, which is a very easy 50-metre penalty, and then as he's running with Murphy he knocks the ball out of his hands and it's another 50-metre penalty. Not entirely sure what was going through his brain here, but this is an absolute coach killer. As the commentators say, Jamari Ugle-Hagan has had issues with kicking goals this year. You can see he's about 15 or maybe even 20 metres at the absolute most out. And he's kicking around the body, and for some reason he's way too close to the defender on the mark, and he kicks it straight into his defender. He's got so much more room, he knows he can kick the distance, so just take a few steps back. Matt Rao really wanted to prove a point here. I'm not sure why, but I would love to see a lot more of this from Matty Rao. The grass must have tasted extra good that day. Down the bottom left you can see Berry and McAndrew get into a little bit of a scuffle, and in the end McAndrew just throws Berry down to the ground. There's no fine, just a 50-metre penalty, which I think is okay. I mean, the game's already done, so I guess you can take your frustrations out now, but still a little bit silly. BT says that Lipinski's kick is smothered, and I guess that is true, it is, but it's with the face of his teammate Markov. This would have really hurt. I'm sure Bo McCreary would like to have his time again after taking this set shot 15 metres out directly in front. This is an absolute gimme, and somehow he's miskicked this straight into the post. I'm sure he'd kick this 99 out of 100 times, but this one time he didn't. A free kick is paid and it's to Melbourne, and then advantage is given. Jack Viney, you can see, sort of breaks stride and he looks back to make sure that it's his free kick before he kicks it. He takes the advantage and kicks it out of bounds on the fall. To be fair, he's probably put off by the umpire's call and he's not fully focusing on the task ahead and he shanks it. This one is a little bit odd. What do you think? Should have this been play on, a 50-metre penalty? I'm not entirely sure. I think the umpire did make the right decision in the end and bringing the ball back. It's not too often that you see a person being tackled after they take the mark and then they kick it, so I'm not sure. What do you think? I think this takes the cake for worst player of the year. GWS cannot hit a target by handball. They get the ball inside the forward 50 easily. They outnumber the defenders and then somehow they kick it straight into the goalpost. And that's it for this week. A little bit shorter this week as I was quite busy on the weekend. Hopefully next weekend I'll be a little less busy so I can get more footage and more oddities. But thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.